Hey BMW family, I hope you're having a good day, and what I wanted to do today is I wanted to make this video educating on something that has been in the forums, but it hasn't really been on YouTube, and I feel like a lot of people don't really look at the forum, and this would be pretty beneficial if it's on the YouTube platform. So what we're going to be talking about today is leaky injectors and how you can diagnose them relatively easily without having those fancy test benches and all that. So little background, the N54, or this is for the N54 specifically, and little science background. So the N54s are direct injected, meaning that the injectors are spraying directly into the cylinder rather than into the intake port, meaning that the way it's arranged is that the injector is basically right above the end of the spark plug. So if you do have leaky injectors, what ends up happening is that the injectors will drip onto the spark plugs, and leaky injectors lead to bad cold starts and your car running rough, basically until it burns off all the extra fuel that's in the cylinder that's been building up overnight. So yeah, what I'm gonna be showing you today is how you can diagnose that for relatively low cost without, once again, having those fancy test benches or anything. All you're gonna really need is your nose. You're gonna need an extension, preferably a locking one, since when you're tightening the spark plugs, they can kind of the socket can kind of get jammed into them. So if you don't have a locking one, you're gonna have a difficult time pulling out your socket. You're gonna need a really thin wall 14mm socket for the spark plugs. You can either get them from, I don't know, FCP Euro or ECS Tuning probably. What I ended up doing is I had this Cobalt 14mm. It was already relatively thin. What I did is I just sanded it down. And you're also gonna need a ratchet, and that's really all you're gonna need. What you want to do is go through each cylinder and undo each spark plug. Take off the coils, obviously. Undo the spark plugs. Smell each individual spark plug, and if it smells like gas, you have a leaky injector. And replace the injector and go on your way, because at the moment my car is having issues with smoking during especially during cold starts and stuff, which is, I'm pretty certain, because of the injectors. Since my AFR levels, once I start logging, my AFR levels on bank 1 are all over the place, meaning that something is not right in either a cylinder 1, 2, or 3 for me. And we're gonna find out today. So that's it for the lecture. Let's get into the physical job. First things first, take off your engine cover. I've done that since I knew my car has a problem. I don't remember what I was doing last time, but I didn't put the cover on because I knew I was gonna have to take it off anyways. So that's already off for me. And this is going to be a pretty easy job. What you're going to want to do is just undo the clip on the coil pack, and you might need a little screwdriver or something to help you, especially in the later cylinders where you don't have space to pull. But in here are your spark plugs. Take your stupid long socket, and start undoing, and that's basically all you're gonna do for each one. I'm gonna be back once I pull it out. Depending on your socket, you might also need a magnet, and that's what I have right here. Super long magnet, just so you can kind of grab onto your spark plug and pull it out once it's loose enough. And so, as I said, it was probably on bank 1. This is my bad one. It literally stinks of gas, and I am basically 100% confident my cylinder 3 is leaking. So I'm gonna be replacing injector number 3, and hopefully the car is gonna be in a lot better shape But I really hope this guide really helped y'all out, because for the longest time, I thought the only way to find out which injector is leaking, either getting a misfire code or having a test bench. And I don't have a test bench, and my car wasn't throwing any codes. So this really freaking helped me out, and I hope it helps y'all out too. And that's it for me today. Have a good one.